You have huge dreams. You can see the life you want, the grades you want, the success you want, but you just can't seem to start. You spend hours scrolling, daydreaming, and telling yourself, "I'll do it tomorrow." And every time, you're left feeling guilty and frustrated. What if I told you that feeling isn't a character flaw? It's a well-known psychological phenomenon. It's called the intention-behavior gap, the space between what we intend to do and what we actually do. In this video, we're going to break down the psychology behind it and give you a practical system to overcome it for good. And stick around for the end. I've got a simple challenge you can do the second this video is over. First, let's get this straight. You're not lazy, you're human. Procrastination is often a coping mechanism for difficult emotions. When a big project makes you feel anxious or afraid of failing, your brain's instinct is to find something that feels good now, like watching another video. This creates a vicious cycle. You avoid the task to feel better, but then the deadline gets closer, the anxiety gets worse, and the task feels even bigger. Two of the biggest triggers for this are perfectionism and the fear of failure. Perfectionism tells you, if I can't do this perfectly, there's no point in starting. This all-or-nothing thinking makes starting feel terrifying. The fear of failure is even deeper. For many of us, a bad grade doesn't just mean we failed a test, it feels like we are a failure. Subconsciously, it feels safer to fail because you ran out of time than to give it your all and find out it wasn't good enough. Procrastination becomes a shield for your self-esteem. But what if you could change how you think about challenges? Before any tool will work, you have to shift your mindset. This starts with developing a growth mindset. A fixed mindset is the belief that your intelligence is fixed. You're either smart or you're not. So every challenge feels like a test that could expose you. A growth mindset is the belief that your brain is like a muscle. It gets stronger with effort. The goal isn't to prove you're smart, it's to get smarter. Failure isn't a final verdict, it's just feedback. But a new mindset needs fuel. You have to find your why. Grades are temporary motivators. True motivation comes from within. Ask yourself, why do I really want this degree? What kind of life am I trying to build? Write that reason down. Put it somewhere you'll see it every day. When you feel like quitting, your why is what will pull you through. Okay, mindset is reset. Now let's build the system that makes progress easier. First, plan backwards. A goal like write a research paper is overwhelming, so start at the finish line. The paper is due Friday. That means the final proofread is on Thursday, the first draft is done by Tuesday, and research is compiled by Sunday. Now break those down into tiny, actionable steps. Do research is too vague. Find and read 3 articles is an actionable step. You just turned a mountain into a set of stairs. Next, automate the process with habit stacking. It's a simple formula. After I do a current habit, I will do my new habit. For example, after I pour my morning coffee, I will look at my planner for the day. This uses your brain's existing wiring to build new habits without much effort. Now for 3 powerful techniques to get things done in the moment. First up is the 80-20 rule. The idea is that roughly 80% of results come from 20% of the effort. For studying, this means identifying the most critical concepts, the ones your professor emphasizes, and mastering them first. Next is the 2-minute rule. If a task takes less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. For bigger tasks, just commit to working on it for only 2 minutes. The goal isn't to finish the essay, it's just to open the document and write 1 sentence. Action creates motivation, not the other way around. And finally, there's the Pomodoro Technique. Work in a focused 25-minute sprint, then take a 5-minute break. After 4 rounds, take a longer break. This is perfect for boring subjects because it makes work feel manageable and gives you guilt-free time to recharge. This all sounds good, but does it work for people who feel like they're too far behind? Think about the comeback stories you hear all the time. The student who nearly failed their first semester, then came back to make the dean's list. Or the person with multiple withdrawals on their transcript who still got into their dream grad school. History is filled with people who are considered late bloomers. Colonel Sanders franchised KFC at age 62. Julia Child wrote her first cookbook at 50. Vera Wang started her fashion brand at 40. Your current struggles are not a verdict on your future. Your story is still being written. So let's recap the blueprint. First, understand that procrastination is an emotional response, not a character flaw. Second, adopt a growth mindset and connect with your why. Third, plan backwards and use habit stacking to create a clear roadmap. Fourth, use the 80-20, 2-minute, and Pomodoro tools to take action. And fifth, remember that it's never too late to turn things around. Now, this can't be just another video you watch and forget. Let's make a change right now. Here's my challenge to you. Pick one task you've been putting off, set a timer for just 2 minutes, and simply start. That's the only goal. When you're done, come back here and write "done" in the comments. Let's fill this space with proof that taking a small step works. You're not lazy. You have big dreams, and now you have a plan to achieve them. Subscribe for more ways to work smarter. Now go start your timer. You've got this.